you knew that it was going to be a matter of time before we got to this. I've basically had this planned since 2016. Well, 2015. But it's taken me a while to get to it. But here we go. Swordfish stars John Travolta, Halle, Hugh Jackman, Cheadle, Vinnie Jones, Shepard, directed by Dominic, Sena, written by Skip Woods, and composed by Christopher Young and Paul Oakenfold. And basically, this is an action crime thriller film. Basically, the story of this movie goes like this. There exists a world within our world, a world beneath what we call cyberspace, which is a world protected by firewalls, passwords, and the most advanced security system. In this world, we hide our deepest secrets, our most incriminating information, and of course, a whole lot of money. This is the world of Swordfish, and basically, the plot of this movie, we follow three things going on. One, you have Stanley Jobson, who is a highly skilled computer hacker, and he served time for infecting the FBI's Carnival program with a virus. And he's on parole and forbidden to do any hacking. His alcoholic ex-wife, who basically is married, and he has custody over their daughter Halle, and restraining order preventing him from visiting her. So one day he is found by Ginger Knowles speaking for her boss Gabriel Shear for his hacking skills, and so he decides to go meet Gabriel, and he is chosen to crack a secure government server within a minute, and he's offered $10 million to program a multi-headed worm to take $6 billion from several government slush funds, while also he's trying to get his daughter back. And then the third thing is basically Gabriel is working for the Black Cell, which is a secret group, to launch retaliatory attacks against terrorists that threatens the U.S. And basically, that's what we have. We have the world's most dangerous spy being hired by the CIA to coerce a computer hacker recently released from prison to help steal $6 billion in unused government funds. That is a lot. Now, I'm going to touch on some of the problems. For one, the runtime is not enough to tackle this story. You have a man trying to get his daughter back, then the same man having to work for John Travolta, and then John Travolta trying to have terrorist activities around the world, and while also taking the money. It kind of makes this movie convoluted, and it kind of makes the movie feel like it has too much going on. But with me, this movie, I can understand all these stories and what's going on, because I'm able to figure this out as I watch the movie. I'm like, oh, that happens, and this happens. Usually when you have a movie that's convoluted, I can try to piece everything together. But there are some movies I can't do it. Pirates of the Caribbean and World's End, I have tried my best, and I could not, for the life of me, still figure out what this movie is about, because there's so many things happening at once. Also, for a budget of $102 million, the CGI in some spots is iffy, because some of it looks good for 2001, and I will say it is 2001, was 2001 film. So I will cut the movie some slack because CGI was just starting to get even more advanced. Some of it looks like a PlayStation 1 video game mixed with Cobra Commander from Street Fighter or something, or mixed with the bad effects of Battlefield Earth and some of the bad CGI in The Amazing Spider-Man, all wrapped up in one. Also, I feel like some of the writing in this movie could be a little bit tweaked, which basically some of the writing could have been a little bit better. But there are positives with this. You got good acting from this movie. Good acting is really great from everyone. John Travolta, he's much better here as a villain than he was in Battlefield Earth. And I like how he shows up wearing a suit and tie every time, mustache, with the long hair, and then the beginning of the movie where he's talking about Dog Day Afternoon and that's the problem with Hollywood. I like that part, and because that is true. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, always great to see. You got Halle Berry, aka Storm, so it was pretty nice to see Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry work together again in the movie. Don Cheadle is also really great here. You got Vinnie Jones here is great. Shepard is great. And I like Camryn Grimes who plays the dog. She did a good job for what she had to do. Now she's older now. The music is really good here. I love the music here. It is pretty entertaining and it is awesome. And I love the awesomeness, and it's just really great. The soundtrack is just awesome. The score by Chris Young and Paul Oakenfold is pretty cool. And I do like the way the movie starts with the Warner Brothers logo and Village Roadshow logo, pretending like it's on a computer screen where it's like static, like I like that. They did that for the first half of the credits, and I really thought that was pretty cool. There are some pretty good humorous moments. There is some good action, and the direction of this movie is pretty good. I do like the cinematographer in this movie. This movie has some pretty good shots. So, despite the runtime not being able to fill in all of the plot points, and some wonky CGI, and some of the writing being a little off-putting, I can simply say Swordfish is still entertaining guilty pleasure film. It's a dumb, awesome, entertaining film, and it's a quite misunderstood gem. Now, a lot of people's not going to be into this movie because of the story and stuff, but for the most part, I'm into it. I'm going to give Swordfish a highly recommended. Let me know what you guys think of Swordfish down below. Do you like this movie? Do you not like it? I'm pretty sure that's all I've had to say on this movie. So, yeah. This is Future Film 3940 signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys keep it cool.